Judy, remind us of the roles that Lich and Barber played in the Freedom Convoy and the charges they're facing as a result.
Marcia, Tamara Lich and Chris Barber are basically the founding members of the Freedom Convoy. They are considered two of the main key organizers. What I can tell you is that Tamara Lich is considered the heart and soul of the movement. She was instrumental in getting on social media and helping the organization raise millions of dollars. Now, the two are facing criminal charges related to mischief, obstruction of police, and counseling to obstruct police and to do mischief. So it all falls on whether or not they basically participated in rallying their supporters to continue protesting after police said that they were going to move in. You'll recall, Marcia, that the Emergencies Act was put in place on February 14th. Now, both Chris Barber and Tamara Lich were arrested 3 days later. Right after the Emergencies Act, police basically had told all the protesters that they were going to move in. They handed out leaflets. They said, you need to clear out or you will be arrested. So this trial does not hinge on whether or not the lawyers have said we are not going to relitigate the purpose of the Freedom Convoy. This is about whether or not two organizers who protested peacefully should be held criminally liable. Marcia.
Judy, let's talk about what we're expecting at court today. Our supporters of Lich and Barber are expected to be there. Is this a jury trial?
This is not a jury trial. This is a trial before a judge. So far, I've seen about a dozen supporters here. A few of them are holding signs. We do know that the Freedom Convoy supporters have their own podcast. They have their own media that they've sent representatives to cover the trial. Some say they will be live tweeting it. We can tell you that this trial will last approximately 16 days, and they are facing approximately, between the two of them, about 6 to 10 charges. We can also tell you that we are expecting them to walk into the courtroom with their lawyers just before 10 a.m. today, and that is when the trial begins.
Okay,
Marcia.
And Judy, in terms of the seriousness of these charges, what sort of penalties could Lich and Barber face if they're found guilty on one or all of the charges?
Well, it's important to point out that, the maximum penalty is 10 years, but I've been covering court for a long time, and I've yet to see a mischief charge or an obstruction of police charge lead to that length of punishment. I can tell you also that Tamara Lich has already been in jail 49 days while she was waiting bail, while there was also, she was said to be in breach of her conditions because she was in contact with other convoy members. These mischief cases are considered the lowest realm of criminal charges, but they are in many ways something that police, they will lay these charges as a means because in many ways there will be I guess, easier to get evidence because they are so low on the level, but also I have to tell you that what we know right now, we've seen come out in some of the Public Order Commission, but the things that we do not know are those emails which police have. They put out a huge amount of search warrants seeking emails and social media texts between Chris Barber and Tamara Lich. So whether or not those emails will illuminate that there was some type of organization between the two to insist that supporters stay and protest even after the Emergencies Act was put in place, that is going to be the question that will be answered at this trial.